Okay, let's start with experiment 2. So experiment 2 a bit differ compared to experiment 1. Okay, so experiment 2 we are going to measure the KM activity. So we will have a series of different concentration of substrate. So here we have 5 test tube that consist different volume of substrate, and then the buffer. Okay, but okay. So we add from lowest to highest concentration of substrate. For example, here for the first test tube, we will add 0.5 mil of substrate, followed by the second test tube with 0.75 until up to the fifth tube 2.0 mil of substrate. Okay, be careful. Okay. When you handling the pipette, you need to adjust it to the correct amount before taking the liquid. So here you will take the substrate from the substrate bottle. Okay, so we will do until finish. Okay, now we finish adding the substrate in the test tube 1 to 5, and then later on we will add the substrate, the buffer in all test tube. Okay, so here, okay, so from the lowest volume of substrate to the highest. Okay, for the buffer is vice versa. Okay, we will add 2 mil of the buffer into the first test tube, and then 1.5 until 0.5. So that means here we have different concentration of substrate. Okay, so we'll add one by one here. Okay, now we on the third tube where we add 5,000 mil of the buffer, and then followed by the fourth test tube. Okay, now we finish adding the substrate. Now we will add the serum that consists the ALP. So the serum, we add 50 microliter to each tube. So here the different factor is only the volume of substrate. Okay, so the enzyme, the serum, the volume of serum is similar for each test tube. So the total volume in each test tube is 2.55 mil. Okay, after finish adding, then okay, gently we mix them like in the first experiment. Okay, but according to the practical guide, we should cover with the test parafilm before we mix that. Okay, But this one is the simplest step we take during the practical. Okay, then we will measure the OD for each tube at 0 time. Okay, we consider after mixing that is a 0 time. Okay, for we will measure each of test tube OD. Okay, remember, okay, put correctly the cuvette into the into the spectrophotometer. Okay, and then bear in mind, okay, we only do blank once. Okay. Okay, then okay, we will read the OD for each test tube, and then after that we will incubate for 3 minutes, and then we will measure again after 3 minutes. Okay, so we can incubate in the test tube itself, or we can return the mixture into the test tube and then measure again after 3 minutes. So for each test tube, we have the different OD at 0 minute. Okay, we recorded the OD, and then after 3 minutes, we will measure again. So then we will find the delta OD for each test tube. Okay, delta OD here mean, okay, OD at 3 minutes minus OD at 0 minute, and then you need to divide it by 3. And then later on, to calculate the enzyme activity, you just multiply by the factor 2742. And then from that, you can plot the linear viewer graph. Okay, so to plot this, you need a bit of calculation to convert the 1 over substrate and the 1 over velocity of enzyme. And then one thing you need also to know how to convert from volume into concentration.